Yeah. Someone know which division them are. You know, that one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Controversial Topics. You're with your usual host, Dario Dowie, Mr. Rajiv Hartner, and yours truly, Mr. Xavier Doctor. We're going to be doing something a bit different today. I mean, Mr. Bradshaw is not here. We don't have Barnaby, and the lovely Miss Pottinger has decided not to respond to my message. So I'm in my feelings about that. Just saying. So we're going to skip the relationship bit because I don't know about
Take
you
a
guys.
break for this week because it's exhausting.
Relationships are exhausting, my friends. Rajiv should know.
Yeah, and two out of the three of us are single, so
Well,
we're in the
so
feelings.
someone will come like some business account. We are pending
Because
transactions.
because everything wanna say lie. And
Yeah, every week you have to come with something new, bro.
What me do?
not
What?
It's like you write down some one-liners to use on me every single week.
I mean, it's a good one, isn't it?
listen me, I'm gonna stop the lie here. Stop the lie. Stop the lie.
All right, I
Who
said that.
stopped
I
your
said
life?
that.
Born
Go
out
on.
the lie. Both
Oh,
single and no mind.
Mr. Married Man, I don't want you coming at us right now, you know, sir. Anyways, I
Anyways,
promised that I wouldn't be laughing as much, and I've already broken that rule. So, so
don't
we
feel
have some
fat, so me go laugh.
topics that we want to cover in regards to rugby because certain someone they say he have we up because we start rugby and never continue on it because quote unquote we got scared. Um, just to put
Who
it out,
gets
just to put it out there, we didn't do another rugby episode like that because frankly, it, there wasn't really much reason to. We already said our bit on what we thought was wrong, and people
and
responded in the way we thought they would.
we had plans to start another podcast rugby on which we did where we discuss only rugby matters on there. So we are not afraid of anyone. We had plans and we executed those plans. As simple as
All right, Coach Hatton.
that.
So, before we touch on the local matters, just to give a bit of context to our viewers, we're going to talk about three NRL teams, three NRL teams that I think are very concerning from my eyes. We're going to speak about one local game that pissed me off so much that I'm still upset about it, and we're in 2021. And we will be covering what, for lack of a better term, what the hell is going on with rugby union for Jamaica at least. Because, bruh, my mind is going all over the place. And
The
before anyone,
real question, the real question, is there
mm,
going to be a rugby union in the near future?
you
That
know
is
what
the
is
real
true?
question,
Rajiv, you really want card reach so early for you, sir? Really?
brother. The way night set up, that we have that card in my hand. You know.
All right. So, all right. I don't want to pick the team that we're going to start with. You guys pick the team we're going to start with. Out of Warriors, Dragons, and Titans. Which one first?
I could go with Titans first.
All right. So, Rajiv, from what you've seen of Titans so far in the limited amount of matches you've seen them, what would you say is the biggest problem with them?
Them defense. To me, in my opinion, like on some occasion, them shift the ball good, and
Mm.
then on some they don't. But to me, the main problem is the defense. Like majority of the team, their competition, like them have defense problem. Like then come out of the pandemic and figure out the defense. So Them defense are my problem so far. Based on as no one all of the match that much.
What about you, Dario?
Hold on. So was it, we started off with Titans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Offensively, all right. So I actually had some notes from the Rabbitohs match that I watched. Rabbitohs versus Titans. Yeah, they seemed pretty lazy in attack, almost like from my perspective, it's just like they were just playing just for playing sake. Like I guess you could say they have no fire, they have no heart on the field. Uh, I'm not even sure what was up with that. Their defense also kind of lacking. It's like, all right, so remember when I was watching the match on when Rabbitohs was on defense, we could hear more talking coming through the mics than when Titans were on defense. It's like
Mm-hmm.
No
they,
communication.
yeah, they had no heart, they had no fire. They were just playing just for playing sake because they're
Let,
on the field.
let
Just playing
me
some
tell
rugby.
you
But
what I think is being Goalpost's biggest problem. A part of me doesn't want to believe it, but I think somewhere between when they had an undefeated streak and their first official loss with the team, because if I remember correctly, I don't remember which big team they ran over, completely destroyed them. It's not. I think I know Roosters. No, I think I Rabbits then beat one of them teams. And then when I top team then beat convincingly. Fifita was on fire. Ash Taylor was looking like the $1 million man. Jamel forgot he was doing his thing. The forward pack was there. Everybody was doing their job. But then a certain match that they lost very badly. I think a 50 of them get the day. And from then they reverted back to the same nonsensical view. You know, when you play under 14 rugby, Rajiv, and you have this, you have one big prop, and you just say, yo, give the ball to him,
I
and
make
make
him
him run
run.
over everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, essentially, that's what they started doing with David Fafita. Overwork him. But
Mm-hmm.
a next thing that I think really is making them suffer right now, I believe all of the hype that most pundits gave them at the start of the season. Because don't forget, Gold Coast for the majority of their NRL lifespan has been a bigger joke than West Tigers when it comes to playing finals footy. And I say that with if there are any Gold Coast fans listening, I am sorry. I know I support a very joke team because for some reason we oh boy, we soon get to them. But anyways, point is Gold Coast has been punching above their weight in recent seasons, but they haven't really clicked. So when they got the winning coach from St. Helens, Justin Holbrook, and they poached David Fafita, the number 13 from Storm, Tino. They got Ash Taylor back playing well. Jamel forgot he was playing well. So I thought, hey, they have a good chance. But they're still young. Most of the players are still young. But they were playing as a team. But for some reason, them start believe the hype. One loss turned into two loss turned into three, and then everything they became so inconsistent. And then that match against Sea Eagles, other man, Cherry Evans looked lost. Trebojevic didn't know what. Right, Fefita line up Trebojevic one on one, ran him over. Trebojevic could look up and say, "Huh, what happened?" Then the second half started. Remember, it's a 24-8 scoreline. The man them score 20 points in under 10 minutes. Think about that ratio. To concede
That
that
is
many
what happens, you know.
points.
That is what happens when you lose all motivation to play. You get me, you just give up. That happens. So the man them literally just lose everything to play like them and say, well, we lose again, so we're not playing enough. That happen. You not have one soul on the field to say, yo, pull up on the
And I,
head,
and I
push
don't want
through.
to be too harsh on Titans because the team is young. Eventually, everything is going to click for them. I do believe that they have the ability to win a premiership. Not anytime soon, not with this mentality. But if you see them just surrender one 24-point lead, I mean, yeah, see, Eagles is a good team with Tom Trevor and everybody on form, but 24 points? Really?
Eagles.
what?
Well,
What I can say for
that
Gold
and
Coast, I do
complete
hope that they
center.
improve. I do hope that if they play Broncos again, that they beat Broncos.
That's a big if.
But fix the defensive issues. Stop passing the ball to David Fafita on every set as if he's the only forward you have, and you guys should be fine. And stop with the GC mentality of when our team score upon you, you drop your head immediately. Please, me hate see it.
Yo, when you said pass the ball to him on every set, I got some flashbacks.
Whoa, my God, PTSD kicking in, huh?
No, I got some serious flashbacks, bro. When you're on a team, but it's still five of us against, because only five dudes taking the match serious, or five dudes alone train consistently and thing like.
I know you feel, bro. I know you feel.
Chad, bro.
All right, Rajiv, you know for talking because you love
Regularly
love take the
talk.
hit up there, in sir.
That no means I'm not know how you feel.
Yo, you may say if me a play nine, me say me pass it. Oh, all if you're tired, me pass the ball to you.
If the condition is right, you run all day. Yo, alright. Take the opening lines.
Which one?
For play
The Kingston Nines are the Intercal Nines?
intercal lines upper the way how we play. You know, so
Oh,
the match there, but they outflow. Like I wasn't 100% with the outflow, and me did not dead. Like literally not dead. Couldn't breathe properly. Everything short of breath, everything we did not dead. So never not dead. But guess what?
keep in mind, folks, he still found time to step through UTEC and hands off both Tevin and Jensen. Just to put that out there.
And they still keep my shot. But anyways, we didn't still feel away. But
Sorry.
we just love contact, man. It's like contact is just it's just
It's a way of being cope.
it's like I don't know.
Rajiv
It's
was
like
abused as a child.
no, I wasn't that way. Like
Yo, my youth, it's not even the facts that Dario even says. It's just how subtle he was. He was abused.
Larry for move one. Yeah, but honestly, like I can play any position on the rugby pitch, but prop our second row, but that's still really comfortable at the position.
Yo,
Yeah.
imagine if yeah bring in a new team or chief. I like when they experience players to react. The other man they say, so what position does he play? And you tell the man them say a prop he play. The man,
You're gonna never believe.
the man, but he's so small though.
You're gonna never believe.
Me brother, I didn't
Run
believe
to
it.
him.
I didn't believe it the first time I heard we see this man pop here. I mean, I said, hold on, Rajiv Hatton, prop. What? But anyways, let us get back on track and start talking about for me idiot side. It's so fun being a Warriors fan. You just know when you're going to be disappointed and you know when you're going to be happy.
You're just disappointed now.
Brother, I had literally no expectations for this season because I heard when RTS made the announcement that he was leaving for Rugby Union, and I said, well, I guess that's
it.
what I guess that's around bottom feeder team around there because we seem to love selling our youngsters to other teams and these things.
Because they want money to buy new players.
Money for buy money for, Rajiv, don't make me get upset about money for buying new players, brother. Sure. Don't make me get upset by you.
Scenario again.
There you fussy, you know. There you fussy. So the latest match that we played against a Newcastle Knights team that had not won a match in about an entire month. And keep in mind, this is without Kalen Pong at fullback. I saw 5 field goal attempts from my Warriors team. Every single one missed. And it came to that point, I was just like, you know, if we had a certain Son Johnson in our team, you know, one of those field goals would have gone over. I wonder why we don't try to sign him back like he's off contract now.
One of them, all 5 of them.
But then I remembered why Warriors got rid of him in the first place, talking about, oh, he hasn't done what he said he would do or he wasn't. And I'm, brother, I just have wait for Reach Walsh play Origin 2, and I just hear Reach Walsh is injured and out for the rest of the season. I just have wait for it. I just have wait.
Well, that is a strong possibility, you know. That is
Brother,
a very strong possibility.
I don't even know how upset maybe when we hear the man get caught. An 18-year-old, but barely don't play in first season and first grade, and this man get thrust into Origin. Just because I don't have no other fullback, because I don't trust, because I know wingers are shit. Thank you, Maroons. Thank you. I love the fact that you give me shit now.
Well, you can't blame the man them still, because
I don't blame them. I blame the fact that Reece Walsh is playing well for Warriors. That is what I blame. Even though they play like shit.
When the manager have a big part to play night in a bit. A really big part to play night. Because if he might control the team, he's supposed to know what to fix. And he not fix nothing at the team.
Rajiv, Reece Walsh played 5-8, right? The number 6 role. And he played it so well. And I'm like, all right, 2 of us are check is leaving. Why we not just play him there for the rest of the season? Make Cody Nicarima go at 7 and play the E at 9 or we have a 9 and see what goes on. We win 2 much straight up with that combination. But for some reason, the coach said, let me tinker with the team. Let me put 2 of us back on the wing, a position he hasn't played in 5 years. I don't know if nobody noticed enough, but if you don't play somewhere in a couple of years, you're going to be rusty.
Exactly. That's the message. The manager for blame, like, I don't know, as I said before, I don't know where my thing, I don't know what got through in mind, but I him to blame because him have a good set of players, when in the right position before. If he needs to leave them there for at least a couple more match, then him try to fix it.
No, him just approve what everybody knew. He doesn't know how to use him players. Because if you see,
exactly.
All right. I make this a comparison. All right, Zine, say me have a JP and Barron in my team, Zine, and him can play fullback. But I see that he's a very good passer at the ball and he can play at 5-8 as well. But me have my original fullback for already. Wouldn't it make sense me if I put him in at the house to see if he can gel with the 7 that is there and put the fullback back where he's supposed to go and see what can happen? But no.
Exactly.
Why not to your backside? Sure. You come and send me foolishness for relationship. Anyways, I'm gonna say no. Yes. So we have signed the New Zealand captain recently. Okay. It's not as if he's going to improve the team by a lot because what made him so devastating before was the fact that this man is like Rajiv. He will run at anybody and he's fast and strong. But he's not a winger anymore. The man's an out and out fullback. At the first fullback, I literally look at him and say, yo, I would make you be my first carrier of the ball for every set. Cause brother, think about the strongest forward you know in the NRL right now. And I guarantee you this man will run to him and run him over. No problem. He has done it before. I remember he ran to Warrior Hargreaves and Hargreaves get flat on him back. Keep in mind he have Rajiv build. Marga just like Rajiv.
And I'm not gonna move my
Comments.
You didn't ask.
Good.
But brother man, I have literally no expectations for Warriors because we win one match, we lose the next match. We win one match, we lose the next match. Right about now, if we miss the top eight,
win one match and lose two more.
I know.
Consistency.
The worst part about it. You know the worst part about this. I know at the end of the season I'm going to see Sharks above me. But that's the worst part about this.
Well, duh. Yes, you're talking like it's a surprise. It's not a surprise. I go above your head about Warriors not a pass up for Sharks no time soon, so you can go and dream.
So if you're not only win one title in a 2060, you're talking a lot of shit in my friend.
It no matter we win one. We win one.
Well, you're right. You win one. Go to two finals, go lose. So make it. I know that real. So tell me that is.
So we have all the talk more right now. So you can't stay there until you go up in a grandkids. You have all the talk.
That will never happen. You will never live to see that happen.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I can't say the Warriors right now. It's a good look. Nothing else. And the next idiot team we talk about Dragons. I only have one question for the Dragons hierarchy. Why is Matt Duffy still off contract? Like, me just not get. And then, how much you bet the Sharks sign the man? Why that I part of bond me the most in my youth?
Let's just blame Corona. Cause
Yo, you know what's a blame Corona?
no, fam, like there's just a whole lot of going on. And when we try to reason it out, like from our perspective, or we just try to like step in a man's shoes and just think, why would the coach do this? Why would the managers do that?
A podcast I look at say get coach
these weird high tackle rules. And it doesn't make any sense. Let's just blame Corona and everything, bro.
Let me tell you something. If Sharks
it alone makes it.
I'll be one.
Good evening, Bradshaw.
Happiest man.
Good evening.
Yeah, Bradshaw, we're talking about rugby.
I mean, I taught you it, so sure. Go ahead, let's do this.
That's what.
Bradshaw sound like he just wait.
And just come on, fight.
You never red card yourself.
Work?
You need to specify when you're talking, sir. You need to specify when you're talking.
No, sir. We all know what he did. The same thing when you listen to Calypso, Soca. You know, you leave the words well twisted on purpose.
Back to Dragons, sir. Back to Dragons.
Yeah, I still don't. I just don't get it. Like, the part that hurts me the most. How much I bet say I want idiot side go get Duffy for free.
One Shark signing.
My move first on my own.
See Eagles to sign him.
One Shark signing.
Play back up to who? Play back up to who, Dario?
I would love to see Eagles sign him.
Why?
Hey.
Why not?
If Sharks sign him and Sean Johnson, I'm good.
Tell the more than Sharks, man.
Good.
Yo, no hungry for everything. I want them. You can't leave some for the rest.
They are Sharks.
I think about the best for my team, sir. If I'm signing, we will be okay.
Sir, you dash for your coach, or you didn't have go. You don't deserve nothing.
I didn't know.
Hold on.
They
Raji
decided
did
to
play.
let him go.
Did play on Sharks?
No, NRL.
Oh, okay.
Boy, they play for Sharks. But make it
Australian
perfect.
League.
Lie, I tell the boy, play for Sharks.
A fast man.
I play
A
for
fast. Reverse it. Jack.
Police.
Maybe a police trip.
E2 side. I don't play for Sharks, sir. Get it right.
Nah, get it right, man. This is a propaganda mess spread.
Get it right. before you go here, say, I turn Sharks, man, no.
What difference it be? Half of the team or half of your team where you play with for Spanish Town don't sell out already. So what difference it go make if one more add to it? Just saying.
I'll stay loyal and try to build my
Forever and ever.
Moving on to local rugby.
Yes. We need, gentlemen, we need to talk about this final because to this day I am still upset. I am still upset to this day. And keep it in mind, anybody who begs for what I'm going to say, any of my friend name who comes and burn me out and say, yo, I chat too much shit, oh well.
Back down to 2019 Grand Slam. Sharks versus GC Foster.
Yes.
Take it away.
Me if you take it away. Them boss a Gold Coast. Them boss a Gold Coast Titans. That is what I'm going to start. Them boss a Gold Coast Titans. How do you have an advantage over Sharks and you're the man never get a player injured. Sharks are gear up the leeway for win the match and no still make the man they beat to know.
I was working that Saturday. I'm still upset about it.
Rajiv was the linesman on the left side of the field. Rajiv, when you see the foolishness.
Means to one now?
Rajiv, you tell me say you were not the linesman right now. Me and you go fight.
I never said I wasn't, I asked what did I see. That's what I asked.
Rajiv, you are the linesman. You see all of the foolishness them. We don't talk.
No, but
I was at work, so you guys are taking lead on this.
Honestly,
there is a YouTube video for it, Dario. You can get up to speed if you want.
Honestly, it boils down to who they want it more.
Man, not them not boils down to who they want.
Honestly, GC get complacent and feel like yo them
complacent
of the game.
Rajiv, that is not complacency. That is utter arrogance.
All that too.
That are not complacency.
Them just things say yo, let me have it. But
brother man,
yeah, if you play a team of that caliber, Sharks, if you have a lead, brother, either you pile on the lead or you're digging in your defense and anything come your way, you kill it. You get
brother
me?
Man.
Everybody start the individual thing and then stop the small things and then that causes the game.
Big man.
That sounds about right.
Hold on now. After
get the team unit function.
Yeah, them.
Forget them are unit. Forget, one vice. Everybody move.
Oh no. GC no run so. We no run. GC no run as a unit. GC run like one machine. We have couple clogs want work and the rest of them not really know what to do. Any man want bex them bex because they know what to do.
No, but in that game, GC look like the better team.
Obviously.
On paper, and off paper, the man look like the better team.
On paper, no man never better than Shark. But the man way GC start the match, the way GC brother, me say bull hands off Jensen. The way brother, when I say Jensen fly gone a rose in me say Jensen must get one concussion on the field and people have come on the field to see me alright the way bull hands him off, I mean no exaggeration with that. And then after that, bull do it again. This time to Kamisi. Brother, Kamisi drop on his face.
GC as I said, the man them just say, yo, we have this, we win this, and then stop the small things. The man them
tell you how Sharks come back in the match.
Everything.
Tell you how Sharks come back in the match, right? So, last tackle kick went through, ball bounce. Pang get the ball. No, I am not no fullback and I am not no winger. But whenever I see a man of Pang's caliber have the ball, the first thing I know he's going to do, look right, look left. Somebody rush him, step off the right foot. That way I mean no exaggeration. Pang beat 5 GC players before them finally take him down half line. And when I say beat 5 players, I mean beat them clean. Baker make an attempted tackle off a Pang and miss him completely. Just pure breezing catch.
Whoosh.
After that, quick play the ball, Kenneth get the ball, pass to Jensen, hands off Chickbee, Jensen run left Mexican and Beanie, score.
And from that try the mix.
Second try that Jensen scored was from a scrum. Quick play, now she pass the ball inside to Pang, quick play the ball, pass through the hands, although the ball was lost in the try, but we won't speak about that because we all know that the try scorer is always going to get the benefit of the doubt. So I'll let that be.
We do not have TMO out here, sir. So.
Man, stop it there, my youth.
To work with what the rest.
Yo, stop it there, my youth. Because any of TMO was out here, enough man get more red card than they get in career here.
Well,
let's not talk about it.
But you can't blame nobody about GC for the last day.
Brother, the second try that Pang scored down the right. For some reason, Baker decided that he was going to rush out of the line while Marvin was passing the ball. I don't know if Baker was going to make a tackle or what, but I don't see Baker do anything. Only see Camise get the ball, push a Beanie, got tackled the half line. Ball shift right. Now she time the pass. Jano versus Pang was only going to end one way. Pang scored. No offense. Just saying. I know what burned me most about that match. The man then go back in the national and go beat Sharks. That time most aggravating thing. So the team where you lose to 2 weeks ago, you come back 2 weeks later, come beat them. Why did you not beat them before? Oh, right.
I guess the knockout they more.
No. Tell me no.
I'm assuming, sir. I am assuming. That's what I'm doing. I'm assuming.
You know, say really and true this though. You know, say Iggy is one of the most underrated GC player. Iggy make they really comes and pull through for that win this still. No, me not gonna stop saying. I don't care who won.
Yo, let me tell you this. Iggy, one of the. Not even one of him are the most well-rounded player in Jamaica right now. Honestly.
Yeah, for Union our league.
Yeah, like the way the man play, the man is a finisher. The man run, catch, tackle, kick. The man well-rounded. Honestly, me not see a player where can do everything where a man can do.
There's one fault I can't find with Iggy is that probably Iggy no fully believe in himself enough, but that's probably down to the players that he have around him and play so much, who always do so much foolishness.
Probably.
Because really and truly, Iggy should even play center for any team. Iggy should be a full out with mile.
As I said, the man is a finisher. The man supposed to step on the wing. Once the man get the ball, all thing the man I look to do. Right, the man I run straight and hard. The man is a finisher and one of the best finisher at that. So the man just supposed to play the position there.
Look like Iggy well around and make him play center still.
Yeah,
well rounded. But guess what? I can put him at the position where we are gonna benefit more. Wing, we can go there go finish.
Jamaica too much wingers at that.
You have too much.
Well, I wouldn't say we have too much wingers. We have too much fast people.
No, we have too much wingers. Look on it legitly. No
wingers, fast people.
Hold on. Rajiv, I heard that little comment here. But all right, let me tell you why I say Jamaica has too much wingers. All right, think about it. Almost every center that Jamaica has ever gotten for league or union What was the position they were playing first?
Winger.
All right.
But guess what?
What?
The
What?
reason why they moved from playing wing is because they never suited for the position there. So they moved
Oi,
and put them
oi,
in
oi,
field.
oi. Let me tell you this. You never suited to center and yet still me see you play center for Vikings. So what you trying to tell me say?
Because played
Because
center because there was no more experience there. They had to
man,
fill
that
the
man
position.
fling with
If it was
experience.
if
Run
it was
ball.
up to me, a prop or second row me go play. If it ain't up to me. But they mad me up and say play
But
center,
nobody
so I'm
knows
gonna
that the
play
boy when play
center.
stands off against JD for 9 match, you know.
Again, it was not up to me. It was not up to me. I was
Oi,
told to go there,
say,
and I said,
I love the fact
fine.
that you them post a match sheet there on Facebook. Me find it, me say, yes, I have downloaded this now as evidence.
It was not up to me, sir. It's the same like how some people just want to play a position. Yeah, he give on to play away.
Never born to
The
play
man's
prop
a
alone and some
finisher.
man try to keep me in a prop for the whole life, but don't worry. No, nah, keep my greatness from shining, isn't me?
So like how me born to play prop and second row
You
and me
never
like
born to play no
contact,
blasted prop, man, tablets.
and that's how me play.
You never,
You get me?
no,
There's
you know,
just some positions
Rajiv,
where you just
why are you
agree to
lying to
play.
yourself, Rajiv? Why are you lying to yourself, Rajiv? You play prop because you have issues.
Similar,
Play that sim.
Rajiv
similar,
was hurt as a child.
similar, similar, similar. Get the step in, sir.
I said what
Get
I
the
said.
step in. Shut up. Shut up. I just like the contact. That is it. There's nothing
Exactly.
more
You
to
have
it.
issues.
And I'm good at it. And I'm good at it. I
Yes,
am good
Rajiv.
at it.
You're good at running to bend that are twice your size and getting run and getting hit. We know. I've done it
I'm
before.
still get up back and play.
So hold on, me not get up back to award. You want the award?
So I am good at
Rajiv,
it. So leave me
Rajiv,
alone.
Rajiv. The
Sorry,
first
I'm
step,
gonna sleep.
the first step to overcoming your problem, the first step to overcoming your
Sorry, I'm gonna
problem
sleep.
is
Moving
admitting
on.
that you have one.
Moving on.
This is a
Moving on
safe
to
space, Rajiv.
moving on to
I
moving
can
on
admit that
to
I have problems as well.
we are now going to discuss the GRFU.
There you are.
Let it out, Rajiv. Let it out.
Similar,
Yes.
similar.
Yes. Just like how you want
As
what
Elsa would
oi,
say,
oi.
let it go, let it go.
Oi. Just like how you want just like how you want your girlfriend for far around you. Let it out. Yo, we really turn the podcast and I want to blast it laughing simulator to reality.
I mean, nothing wrong with that, you know. I believe in all fun and games and all that sweet jazz. And if we were too serious, this would be too boring for me. I mean, shoot, I like to laugh, don't you?
Exactly.
True.
Exactly.
I would hear the end for some people that I was stuck up. But anyways, on to the more
Who's the one
pressing.
stuck up?
No,
Me?
I say if we were serious, like we weren't just serious about the podcast all the time, you would hear about how you a hype or stuck up. You know the usual Jamaican slang. Usual
And they
stuff.
and they don't say hype
I'm
already.
just Jamaican to my dad. I'm just Jamaican to believe it or not. There's a level of entertainment when it comes to podcasting, and when enough people look on, I mean, yeah, it's factual, but it can't boring. Honestly,
Exactly.
you have to somewhat a level of entertainment where you preach, but nobody likes this stuck up. Well, welcome to Rugby.
No, but fam, imagine if
I'm
I
no
was
joke, eh?
no. You
Darwin
know, say
and
when I'm drunk, I can't speak patois, right?
Really?
Yeah, I remember that.
Imagine if I was drunk every podcast, like it was just like just the Queen's English
Yeah, but it would
for the
still be
whole two
funny.
hours.
it would still be funny because we would have known, say, yo, you're not here.
Oh, sure. Very nice. Very nice. Anyhow, I'll say this much, right?
Yeah.
I find I find the topic somewhat invigorating. I couldn't stand the boring one. Rugby of all things, love it, but honestly, we can't love rugby in Florida. Why? Location, location, location. People need to understand where I'm at in Fort Lauderdale. I'm not Fort Lauderdale. In Lauderdale, in Fort Lauderdale. One big. But from Fort Lauderdale, if you go Miami, and then you have different parts of Miami. And I got a place called Miami Gardens. If you never heard the name, it's like when I want to compare to another garden I don't know about. But Miami Garden is not for the faint of heart. If you get where I'm trying to say. And quite frankly, I don't think I want to be playing rugby and if you look if my car is still there. You know that. I'm doing it. I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable going and then if you know, my channel, check if you see a silver car out there. No? You mean no? No, that, not time for that. And quite frankly, I don't think I want to be stuck up to my car. Maybe if you have a rob me, that's a big man thing then. Seriously. Get real non-ambition that you gonna rob me for. Man, better you take the phone. Anyways, moving forward. I'm just saying.
I appreciate the honesty. I always do.
Love it.
But yeah, on to the pressing matter. Yeah, man. This has been coming for a while now. Yeah, man. A time for people kind of get a bit more detail about what is going on with the union. First, we're going to talk about what happened with the male team. Now, I know I'm going to be called in the morning about this, you know, but people celebrate what the males did. Okay.
Let me tell you something.
Well, on,
Let me not use my face for this segment.
Nah, I'm not finished. I'm like, I mean, I guess participation is good and all, but like, wasn't the whole point of training all the years to like make it to the Olympics? Like, I would understand if the matches were like nail biting close, but like, they got blown away, literally.
Let me counteract an argument that I'm sure will come up saying that the team was not at its full strength because some of the players
Mm-hmm.
got stuck. But
Mm-hmm.
let me say this. Wasn't it said that the UK based players are on a different level than our local players? So if they have a full team, well not a full team, but almost a full team of UK based players, shouldn't they have done better? Shouldn't they have at least come close to winning a game? Shouldn't they? Eh? If they're that much better than us,
I mean,
why weren't
maybe we have.
kudos to I don't remember his name that made 2 tries in the tournament.
Oh, Mason
Congrats.
Canton Brown, Mason.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congrats on the 2 try. At least he made an effort to win. Everybody else went into contact. I was watching the game and brother, it's like these players are playing 15 and at 7s. Contact. And then the one and two players that are actually offloading the ball and going to contact. Congrats to you
So like
as
you're
well.
talking about rugby league.
Congrats to you as well. But for the main part, most of the contact, the other nigga where got got some tackles in. Congrats to you, at least you were defending. But weren't these players supposed to be on a different level? So why didn't you get a better performance? Because I was told that the UK players are better than the local players, and I'm sure, I'm 100% sure that if that team had more local players on it, we would have seen a different storyline. I'm 100% sure about that. Where is man like me? Iggy was supposed to be on the 7th. But man like them that day. Why man like them that are the pan? Them man the playing level is way much higher than some of them UK man player. Yeah. So why them man then the pan? For them man there? In attack by myself, because as it was stated, I'm not good enough to make a female rugby team. And frankly, I wasn't trying to make a union rugby national team because making a national team for union is not worth it. I'd rather stay home and make my money. But point is, them players supposed to be better than we. So
I have something to
what
say
is
in regards to that, because you bring up a good point, Rajiv. Because someone said that the UK based players that they were more experienced, but if I recall, Jamaica played and made their first Hong Kong Sevens qualifiers with local based players. If I recall,
exactly?
hold on now. If I recall, it was Joseph Six Shea, Tyrone Roy, Ronaldo Wade, I think Rochi and Hubert. Rest in
Mm-hmm.
peace. Somebody else, man. Somebody else. I remember, but it was a full local team, and Conroy O'Malley was the coach. They got beaten, yes, but I remember that scoreline. That scoreline was, I think, 36-26. Six scored 2 tries in that match. Keep in mind, this is a local player when he was younger. And both of those
With not
tries,
as much experience that he has now.
were some grand easy try when just take up a loose ball and he run with left. He actually beat 2 players, hands him off and dive into the corner one-handed on both attempts. And I hear this notion that our local players aren't experienced enough and all of this. I mean, haven't they proven before that they can compete? Or is it that I don't know what I'm talking about and I'm just talking a bunch of shit and I can't make a female national team to save my life because apparently I guess my size determines what I can do. Maybe that's why I'm talking so much. Maybe it's because I'm not on the pitch and I'm not behind the scenes doing the work and all of this. That's why I can
Behind the scenes
stay
doing
behind
what
my camera
work
and
though?
talk and all of this. Oh no, I start
Behind the
getting my
scenes doing
feelings
what?
now. Hold
Criticizing
on, hold on,
everybody that has an opinion,
hold
or
on,
trying to
Rajiv.
push out everybody that has an opinion. Behind the scenes doing what? That
No,
is
hold
the
on,
thing.
Rajiv. I'm not to finish it, man. I understand all of that. But I have to really start realize it kind of get to a point now where I start question like, so what is it that I can say that won't be taken offensively? Because if I say that the 2 local players that they brought, I wouldn't have brought them. You hear say about
You
how,
can say lies.
hold on, no? You hear about how I'm a hater and it's because I don't want black people to strive. So if by me saying I don't agree with your selection that I don't want black people to strive, then why the hell do you have a union program in the first place then? Answer me that.
Exactly.
Because if I can destroy the fabric of reality for black people, then surely it makes no sense for the black people to be trying to strive in the first place. Seeing as I am people who Marcus Garvey was talking about, and I am trying to destroy what black people are trying to do and all these
CRT.
things.
Quite frankly,
Yep.
I used to I get hearing people make that comment. It's like it is a blanket excuse. Oh, you're hating on black people. You're hating on your own. So let me ask you a question. If you're doing foolishness and I can't correct you, how will you know that you're doing foolishness if you are so
But
soft? Rugby
But the
is
thing
swing
is,
on, not soft.
but the thing is, how can we hate on somebody when they carry a local player, they are tournament and set is out of the 3 games, them get a 1 minute run on the field. Or we got hate on somebody where you carry and literally have on the bench, sit down doing nothing. Who we are hate on? How it a benefit them? One, them not get no playing time. Two, no playing time. That means that nobody now go see them skills. Three, nobody now see them skills. That means that nobody now go and carry them out for them properly. So who we are hate on? Who are we hating? Them claim to say the UK based players them are better than us. But my question is, what division are these UK based players playing? Are they playing professionally? Are they playing
Ajif,
D2, D3, D4? What division?
Ajif,
Because if they are not playing professionally or in a D1 squad, those players are not better than us.
oi, Ajif, I only have one thing to say about that. Zine, it doesn't matter what division they are playing. You know why I say it doesn't matter what division they are playing? Half of the British squad for rugby league, most of them play in Bedford Championship, not the Bedford Champion, not even the Bedford Championship, Bedford League One, the tier 3 of league, and they managed to managed to bring their team to a World Cup. Do I agree that we have most of the national team is made up of British players? No, not really comfortable with it, but I roll with it because I know most of these guys are bleeding for our country,
Exactly.
and we still have our local players going elsewhere. That's why when I hear people say, "Oh, we are hit," well, not we. I am hating on union. First of all, I only got involved with this union stuff because I want both codes to be striving. You notice how my rugby channel says rugby league and union videos? I guess I should have put the union for that Jamaica rugby union and league videos, and maybe it would have sounded better.
Yo,
I know to some people I sound petty and I sound like I'm just bitching, but it's when people are come to you with some nonsensical thing and tell you say you can't make a female national team and they sound the most hurt. You have to start to wonder, say, yo, who who is this criticism actually serving
I
purpose
mean,
for?
I mean, if I can interject,
Mm-hmm.
um, quite frankly, if a man can't express himself without throwing petty insults, you kind
Mm-hmm.
of can tell who's the weakling in the situation or who's intimidated.
exactly.
Remember, you know, confident and a man who quite sure himself, don't think him have to throw petty insults just because you say so you mash him can, as we as Jamaicans would have said. You mash him can, so he vex. No, no. Again, the
So
definition of rugby is a hooligan sport played by gentlemen. You're a gentleman before and after you come off of the pitch. So when a grown man behave like a bitch, it speaks volumes of his character. So no, I don't agree with that one day.
that is
Foolishness.
true. That is fact. Some tell you something. Me start play when
Well
me
said.
start play rugby, I union me start play. Me I play union from grade 8. Come right up to my left school me I play union. Brother. I start playing league in club and then time I start playing club league me start play. You get me? Me I play union from high school, grade 8. And brother, over the years, only thing me say union I do, go down and league arise. And the reason for this is because players I realize say yo union basically I use them. You get me? With them I use them to pay them benefit. And once them can't use them no more, then that's your way. So the players them have switch board. Not only that, league is way more organized than union. Way more organized than union. I'm not gonna say this, I'm
I've
not
heard
gonna
that.
continue to say it until it's a change. And the way the man behind the chair I behave, him mentality is very small. The man immature, bad. So, me not see union are gonna work. Because these people claim to say them are on the union, brother, are behind the scenes. Let's say the man them in the behind the scenes, we are on the union. Them not care about nobody but themselves and how it has benefit them. That them care about. And union now the benefit, brother. If it not change you, there will be no union in Jamaica. None whatsoever. A league or take over.
Sorry
That's
for
how
that.
me see it.
So question, yeah. So that means the unions still not get it together even after all these years.
Brother,
Pressure. So
brother,
basically,
honestly,
when you left high school, so when Mr. T died, it kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah, I heard,
At one point, it was stable. I don't
Nolan and
remember which chairman we had, and it was stable for a while. But then it
Mhm.
kind of just went downhill again.
I mean, I'm no Nolan at one point he take control, and I mean there was some inside arguing, and people have fire struggle for power when Mr. T drop out. Remember?
hey,
Yeah, so that's
me
basically
tell
it.
you
Just
something.
the inside struggle for power, whatever it is that's going on inside.
Me know,
And
me
And
I
know
what
guess
and
it
people
what
are gonna
and
come.
what
it
was it
affects
that
and
what was
affects
it that a
us
certain person
as the
said
players or
about
former players.
us when we did the first episode? Oh yes, now I remember that we don't know what Mr. T stood for. Now I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this with no apology. First of all, I didn't even know Mr. T personally. I think he died before I even started playing rugby. But
Yeah. He
Yeah,
was an awesome man. He was an awesome man. I met him plenty of times. He was passionate about the sport. Like,
mhm.
and he was the foundation. Like, he was the
when the man
alpha.
spoke about rugby, you heard his heart speaking.
He brought it to Jamaica. So, yo, respect to Mr. T. R.I.P. Majenna. Him bring Wally per man who made no up to stardom, and from Nolan to the brother who would run Spanish Town Rugby. He make them well known.
So,
Yeah.
but back to the sevens team, the female side of it.
Well,
They
before going to female and Rajiv, make we just cut it properly because I don't want them feel like say, oh, we just fling them away like a bag of trash. I will end by saying this. I have nothing against the men team because unlike what some dumbasses might think, I actually want my country to strive for greatness in both courts.
facts,
However,
facts.
I don't know if it's because I expect too much, but when I see my country being flogged 40-0, I feel as if
Ooh.
I'm watching a football game. Everybody knows that Jamaica football there somewhere. It's trying to be somewhere and it's not getting anywhere right now. Nobody knows if it's the structure or the players. But when I see people congratulating the guys, I'm guessing it's for their effort and commitment, considering that two local players were not there. But I mean, to each his own. If a man wants to cuss me off, he cuss me off. So be it.
Brother, see the fact of the matter is the man, not the players, but the persons that are there that are saying this shit have no backbone. Because if you can't take a criticism, then why are you on the board then? People are gonna criticize everything you do. People are gonna do it. And me for one, I gonna call out bullshit on the seat.
And
So
that's what used to make rugby so great. Because
so
push come shove,
people
you know, the whole of the same team is supposed to and tell a man to hold system do.
exactly. So
Better,
when
we want
people
better.
are gonna say when people are gonna say we are put league over union, no, we're not putting league over union. We are call out the bullshit, how much bullshit league have, and what they are, as Doc said on the previous podcast, my Rogas fan, where we apologize because we jumped the gun when I say the training squad. You get me? We are
But
gonna call it
at
out.
the same time, Rajiv, if we did see the training squad and that was the actual squad, even now we would have still a cost because the first thing we are
Exactly.
asked why we don't have more local players in our team? Wasn't that the agreement that
Exactly.
would that bring local players to get experience? So all of a
Yep.
sudden now
So
there's none, and it's just the British players and the one local man we know, which is Abiva, who has been in UK for a while now. Of course, we're not
exactly.
upset.
So
I
we
think
are
there's
call
this
out the bullshit.
dissonance where people think say, "Yo, we give league a pass." No, because as far as I'm concerned, when I saw the league team when they played Ireland, this was before the World Cup qualifiers, long before. I was like, so the Jamaican man named there, who them man? I'm seeing a bunch of brown, white. No offense to their race, their skin color, but I'm like, the man are not Jamaican. You see? But over time, I get to understand, say, yo, they might not be Jamaican by heart and blood, but they could have chosen so many other countries, and yet still they chose us. I think people kind of forget that about the league, man. You know? Most of these guys, especially, all right, best example, Joe Farrell was being paid by Scotland to represent them, and the man turned them down to play for us. Enough people don't know that. His father played for the team, and the man say, yo, I have to represent my roots. Money is good, but my heart is better. Joel Farrell of the Jamaica
And
National Rugby League team. Enough people
enough
don't
of
know
them
so the
don't know
man
that.
turned down Scotland just to play for we.
And that go for most of the players them. But
And
guess what?
make
But guess what?
we put this out there, no. We now say the union man and know do the same. But how many of them have actually said that in a statement or made it known to us? Or maybe it doesn't really matter to us because we are not important. Maybe that. That's just how me read it. Zin?
The fact of the matter is, brother, if you are if you decide to represent the country, brother, to say you're willing to represent the country. Don't just go to participate. You get me? Go to compete. It's simple as that. It's simple as that. So we now put no code over no code. We are calling the bullshit or we see it. It league the something, we are gonna call it out. It no matter if you done the something, we are gonna call it out too. But at the end of the day, a union are the most of the bullshit. So it's gonna look like we have put
But
youth
Lana,
over union.
Rajiv, Dario, when the Jamaica select 17 was made to play the England Lionhearts, don't know you hear me a cuss about it.
First,
Because
first,
first of all, brother, when I saw that half spearing, I was like, no, this is utterly disgusting. When I saw who was playing 9, I was saying, no, he's not a 9. When I saw the forward pack, I was saying, meh, it was iffy. When I saw who was in the outside box, I still was upset because it made no sense. The team just not. It looked like say, yo, you have a piece of paper and you have mashed potato, and you just put the mashed potato upon the paper and say, all right, food. The team made no sense whatsoever. And cost about it, cost to the coach itself, and the man said, told me the reason. I will not explain that reason online because first of all, to viewers, no offense, it not really concerning them. But the point of the matter is, I saw everything that was wrong with the team, and the fact that they got 66 speaks no volume because everybody knows how the team, obviously, they weren't training because the amount of foolishness end up on the pitch, they were training, they would pick up so much.
that is true.
But the
That is
point
true.
of the matter is, even the team that was picked to play USA, I had a slight problem with it because first of all, we never see no obvious fullback for the team, so I was like, all right, so I must Pongo play, but at the same time, for a national setup, kind of iffy. I mean, who go play? All right, who are the centers? Then Iggy and who? Who go play wing? Who go be the halves? Marvin did get injured just before the match started, so I was wondering what was going to happen. But we still go through. But at the same time, people make it seem as they say, yo, we just have a hard on for union because, as soon as union say, fair, we are onto it. I don't know if people realize or not, but we actually have daytime jobs. We're not a bunch of hippies that jump onto every rugby related issue. We actually have lives that we live that are more concerning than rugby. Okay? But onto the female, and me could just go to the elephant that is in the room. So they missed the Monaco Sevens, unfortunately. We're not even going to go into that because really and truly, it doesn't really matter anymore. They have another chance to qualify for the Olympics, I'm presuming, by playing USA and England. So I saw the team picture, and as someone mentioned to me, where is Damary White? I can't answer that question for you. We can't answer that question for you because we don't know.
The real question is not that. You've seen how many local players are there on that team picture?
Yep.
Okay.
The entire squad is basically local when you think about it.
Basically.
I mean, you can't even say whoever is Canadian or British is really that of that country that they are now residing because they need born at Jamaica first and gone over so. Really and truly. It's a basically full local team.
And that is good. That is what I like to see. But the main point is, where's Damary?
Unfortunately, none of us have the answer to that question. And really and truly, I don't want to go into what she's not.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, truly, I really don't want to know either.
And Damary was one of the star players. I think if
she's a leading try scorer for the team.
If I recall correctly, she is the leading try scorer.
But I mean, they must know we are not the selectors. We're certainly not making the female national team. So I mean, they must.
We're not good. We're not good enough.
Yeah, no, I know I'm not good enough. I mean, have you seen me? I mean, I can't run as fast as them, so obviously I'm not good enough.
Oh God. It's funny, you know. It is really funny.
Of course, it's funny because you think you'd hear a more proper response from someone in regards to something like that, but when you're saying that to someone who is visibly you can say is upset about something. I don't know if people realize this, but whenever someone is upset about something, that's when they care the most. When they're silent and not saying anything, they have literally given up on you making any progress for yourself.
Honestly, their mentality matches their size. Childish mentality. Because there is no way I am going to take a criticism like that and respond with insult. Childish mentality. When I was named the assistant coach for the female national team, and I was called a field slave, and I didn't know what I was doing and all of that. You know what I did? I didn't answer back with insults. I laughed, I packed myself, and I left. Because you are not paying me to coach anybody. You're not paying me for my time. You are not paying me for anything. So why am I going to stay and be insulted and insult you back and go back and forth with you? Why? I have a peace of mind that I want to keep at peace. So when I go play insult with you, you say you want to say, and you go on your ways because at the end of the day, what you want to say, now make or break. Now put food on the table, now pay my mortgage, light bill, internet, my water. No. At the end of the day, your blood pressure go up, and I do have a feel like shit. Not so people can say anything they want to say. I still have to do. And it is what it is. It is what it is.
And with that said, I don't believe we have anything more to add to this, do we, gentlemen?
No, but I'll sit and wait on the insults to come. And I just laugh at them.
You'll be hearing that can't you'll be hearing that I can't make a female national team. You'll be hearing that I don't know what Mr. Thompson stood for. You'll be hearing that, quite frankly, I'm just talking a bunch of shit because I don't have all the facts. You'll be hearing all of it, and I'm indifferent to it
Before
right
we
now, to be
go,
honest.
Which is why I'm not using my
before we
face this week.
Honestly, you shouldn't feel any of this. Stick to your convictions. If you feel how you feel, so you feel how you feel. That's always been my motto. If people vex with you, then so be it.
No, the thing is, Bradshaw, the three of us we lose friends over the first podcast we make. Enough of we lose friends over it, and when we look back at the reasons why we lost those friends, we're like, okay, so because you don't agree with our opinions, even if they were misplaced, that's enough for you to end our friendship.
Then we weren't friends to begin.
but
Maybe we use the term friend
um
too loosely.
Rugby America's Noise. I was looking at the post of Turks and Caicos October 16th and 7th and 16th and 17th. Sevens will be playing. So I think Jamaica will be in that as well. So you guys can check that out. Hopefully the females will get to play in this one. And there's another one, some flooded sevens thing where I think the females are playing again. I'm not sure if that will be live streamed or what. But yeah, that's and to add what you said about using the friend word loosely. I always say I have a small circle of friends, but I have a lot of acquaintances. A lot of people know me, but I have a small circle of friends. So I don't mean everybody a friend. Who have vexed
Same
over
here.
it and vexed over it.
Same here. I'm selective with whom I consider friend. And the older I get, I realize is the older I get, I realize that them take them time walk out of my life. Those who are supposed to stay will stay. Like for instance, when Dowie out of the blue, how we even reconnect again, Dowie?
You link me on Facebook for something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there you go.
Well, I know people hate me over years, but me not care. But guys,
Yeah, but them they're afraid some childish petty matters where me not even really put too much thought to. You see me, Rajiv?
anyways,
We are talking about hating over something as trivial as a sport, man. Like I know that England and USA people like to hold grudges over sports, but like brother, we are black people who are supposed to be different. We say
let's
one for
let's
all.
end this.
Their grudges are are a bit more fun than the ones that are being held against us.
True.
Let's end this podcast on a real light note.
Well, the light
We're
note
not
is that the video has 13 views. The one about what we talked about last week.
or the
13
Ruggers
views and
Corner one.
Yep, 13 views, 3 comments, 4 likes. 2 of them from 2 Sharks, man. One of them from Virgo, the other one from some guy named Jordan Williams, who just make our next comment talking about Sharks will be more powerful. I mean, they're not Thanos, but I mean, okay.
Sharks. Always I remember that team because of Sean.
And with that
Only
said,
even
guys,
remember that team because of Sean Bedford. Nobody else.
we have reached the end of another episode of Controversial Topics. Although this one was really controversial.
Was it really though? Was it really?
To some
Because I don't think we quote unquote talked out of our ass as much as we did on the first episode of Controversial Topics. And
well,
even then, we weren't really talking out of our ass. I think the only thing we said that was even slightly controversial was the bit about that particular team, and that was corrected very quickly.
so we will see you guys next week on another episode of Controversial Topics. Guys,
Yeah, we
I'm
may or
out
may not go back to talking about relationships. We're still
for
deciding.
now. What's not
Well,
We have a list of topics about relationships to talk about. So
it don't have to be directly relationship, but at the same time, it can only be rugby. That's all I'm saying.
true?
Like, Marco, I love rugby. Shoot, that was my first love. Then karate, and then the list goes on. But even
mine
I,
too.
yeah. So even though rugby was my first,
Sauce.
I'm not going to be that guy who's rugby 24/7. So just saying.
Oh no, I think those of us in the podcast have not. Well, probably Rajiv still stays so anytime rugby start, but Rajiv built different.
Take care now. I come grab my
Let
bedroom.
it go. Let it
Good
go.
night.
The only way
Yeah.
to get over your issues, my son, is to let go.
Wow.
And at this time, I will say goodbye. Good night to all our listeners. And Mario
Wow.
and Doc are dead.
One take one
Yo,
go. Don't know
yo,
all of the stuff.
it's all love, my brother. It's all love. We care. That's why we say these things.
Goodbye.
Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Raji.
Yo, my them, stay safe.
Uh,
All right.
mm-hmm.
Be blessed. Stay
Yeah.
awesome.
It's been interesting.